In 1939, while America was crawling out of the Great Depression and the world was quietly preparing for war, General Motors pulled off something wild. They didn't unveil a new car. They unveiled the future on wheels. This is the GM Futureliner, a 33-foot rolling sci-fi stage ready to blow minds across America. It wasn't built to sell cars. It was built to sell confidence in technology, progress, and what's to come next. And once you understand why GM built this thing, you'll realize why this was the car that saved General Motors. Fast forward to today, and only a handful of these still exist. Most of these are locked away in a museum as a reminder of a future that might have not even come. But one of them is being brought back to life. And the person leading this resurrection is this man right here. And his name is Rob Ida.
So show me around the shop. Show me what is the magic that makes you guys unique.
So what we do here is we work on stuff that we think is cool, right?
Okay.
So it's not about, you know, the profit attached to it or sticking to a brand that we can continue to repeat,
right?
You know, and I think that's probably a great business model when you could do something and repeat it and improve upon it and keep selling it over and over again is a great thing, but it just doesn't hold my attention.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is it?
This is the 1939 GM Futureliner.
That's ginormous. How did you fit this thing in your shop?
I had to modify the shop.
You modified your shop to fit a project in?
Put a larger door in. I had to move the heaters, and I had lifts in here. I had to take them out to get this project in.
And you just trusted the customer that they would bring the car here after making all those renovations?
Where else was he going to go? So
I guess you're right. Wow.
The idea here is to be able to work on something that is so important that I wasn't going to let the size of the door stop me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and if I couldn't fit it in this building, I was going to go to a different building. But I was doing this project. This is the 1939 General Motors Futureliner. Now, Harley Earl is what I call the godfather of automotive design. It was Harley Earl that came up with the idea of designing cars with clay. So before Harley Earl, cars were basically designed by engineers. So they weren't really stylish. They were mechanical, they were functional. If obviously the car needed a door, the engineer would figure out what size door and put it in. When an artist does it, it becomes a stylized door. It becomes a focal point.
Right. So it's function and form combined.
Yes. So Harley Earl brought that into automotive world.
Wow.
So then he was hired by Lee Cadillac in Hollywood, and then General Motors wanted him. Wow. So they brought him in, and he started car design for the all divisions of General Motors. He brought General Motors to the point where they were the most powerful company in the whole world. And I'm not just saying car company. He had the ability to know what the people wanted before they knew what they wanted. And like that Corvette was one of them.
So he was like the Steve Jobs of the automotive world.
Yeah, but this was in 1939. He designed the Futureliner. This is the Futureliner, one of 12.
Okay.
So they made 12 of these.
So there's only 12 in existence.
I think there's only 9 left.
Only 9
8
left.
or 9 left. And I think only 4. I think only 4 are in the U.S.
This is ginormous. Look at how far up.
Yeah, you have to climb the staircase to get to the driver's seat. You drive from the second story.
The front end of this thing is just, I can't even articulate words.
It says futuristic as can be when you look at it through the eyes of somebody from 1939.
You know what's cool about this? If this were to come out today and they didn't change anything, it's going to still look futuristic even how many years later?
Yeah, so this was 1939 that they designed this and made this. They used it in the Parade of Progress, and the Parade of Progress was like the World's Fair coming to your city. So 12 of these buses would drive in a caravan. Wow. They would open up, so this door opens downward, from here downward, while that one opens upward.
Oh, interesting.
So the whole side of this thing opens up.
So it's like a reverse clamshell.
Yes, and you could look through.
Wow.
Okay, so now you're looking at displays on the inside. Each Futureliner had a unique display, and they would change them all the time. And this side was different from that side. So out of 12 Futureliners, you had 24 different displays. And the idea was that you'd walk down the line, and you would see the latest in science and technology in 1939. You would see things like the television and the kitchen of the future and jet engines and automatic transmissions. Like all those things were being brought to the public at a time where they didn't really have the ability to see that otherwise.
Wow.
You know, you had a newspaper and a radio. You really didn't have much opportunity to get a lot of information delivered to you. So this was a way for you to see it and ask questions and be interactive. So these 12 units ran the Parade of Progress from 1939 to 1941. In 1953, they modified the Futureliners to give them an updated look and to make them a little bit more functional.
And what are you doing with this? Is it a full restoration?
Full restoration. So what you're seeing here is an all-new body, right? We've recreated
You
the whole
did
body.
this body.
Yeah, this is all new.
Wow, this is some stellar work.
All of
How
the-
difficult is it to do a project like this?
Quite.
In what way?
Well, the scale, number one. We're dealing with parts that we need overhead crane and you know, a crew to move the parts on and off. So the scale of it is definitely difficult. We're working on scaffolding and ladders. It has dual front wheels, so
Which I've never seen before.
right. So
That's
just this
crazy.
week we were faced with the problem that it has power assist for the steering, and it didn't work. So now I have to learn how to solve that problem. Nobody knows how to work on that stuff. You got to just figure it out. You just
There's no handbook with it.
There's no handbook. Yeah, you just got to do it. You just got to figure it out. So up in the front, we learned that the General Motors font changed between the 39 version and the 53 version.
Wow.
These are doors that shutters they call them that will open as the engine heats up.
Oh, so it's got active arrow.
Yeah.
Wow. For 1930, it
1939,
had
yeah.
active arrow.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yeah. So we made all
I mean, look at it. It needs it. And what did you say is powering this car?
So right now it has a modern Detroit diesel
Okay.
with an Allison transmission, which makes it drivable.
Okay.
They topped out at 30 miles per hour originally, so this is a more usable.
And
So,
how long does a project like this expect to take?
we
in your
just
book?
hit the 1 year mark on it now, and we're just about to get into paint. So a few more months, and this will be out of here.
Wow.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done.
yeah, it's gonna be great. So this will be the only one that looks the way Harley Earl designed it to look.
Wow. The rest are
They're the
still original?
yeah, well they're all restored back to the 1953 version, which was the revised version.
Wow.
Yeah, so this will be the only original version.
It's safe to say that if the Dreamliner didn't exist, we may not have the General Motors that we all know and love today. I mean, think about the new Corvette. That car wouldn't be here without the Dreamliner. So the Dreamliner may be the most important vehicle that General Motors has ever created. Thank you to Rob Ida for showing us around his incredible shop. We have a ton more stuff to show you from Rob. Stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, and for more videos like this, you know exactly where to click. I'll see you on the next one.
A lot of people say to me, you're lucky you get to do what you love. In a way, yes, but I don't really love this as much as I am obsessed with it. All right.
What's the difference, though?
So there is a difference. This isn't fun. I don't come in every day and be like, oh, I'm having a great time, and putting cars. It's not like that. It is hard work. Like we come in and we stress and we get beat up and we fail and we have to come back, and it's not an easy task. So I'm not having fun, but I am obsessed with it, and I don't know what else to do other than this. So I
That's
have
all
to
you
build
know.
these cars. Yeah. So we all need money to live. That's the reality of being in business. Is that end has to be intact and work. But that's really not why I'm doing this. I'm doing it because I'm obsessed with the work.